I'm giving Bitcoin 6 months. If in 6 months it will not drop to $44,000, I will delete this YouTube channel. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Simon from My Crypto Paradise, and you remember 4 days ago I have told you we are finalizing the final second corrective wave, which is going to be the C wave of a flat on medium time frame, and then we will crash to the downside. What happened? Exactly that. When everybody else was buying right here at the resistance, we with ParadiseTeam VIPs, and hopefully also if you have been watching the video closely, took the opportunity to enter a beautiful short position where there was a possibility to place stop loss very close to the entry and the exit targets much lower. You also remember after we have given this clear entry where everybody had few hours to get in, we have crashed exactly towards this support zone, and in the latest video I have told you that with ParadiseTeam VIPs we are moving our stop loss to break even. Most of the people right here have been panic selling, and what happened afterwards? Of course we started to range bound a little bit. Just most recently we have one more time touched our resistance zone but not our entry, so our stop loss at break even is still pretty safe of these extra short positions. You know that we have been also calling the top right here, so we have been selling and entering short positions much higher as well, but this was a beautiful, another very nice short entry, so we have entered more rapid swing trade with the sell targets I will be talking about also in this video. So our stop loss at break even is safe, but most of the people, other than using this beautiful opportunity to enter another short position or start selling, they are actually buying, right? So what is happening with 99% of non-traders is that they are doing something what's called emotional trading. They are buying in fear of missing out and selling in panic at supports. So basically there is only 3 types of traders, ladies and gentlemen. 3 circles. In the biggest circle, when 99.9% of people are, is happening exactly that, emotional trading suddenly. Most of the traders are being influenced by the crypto social media, mass media, and if they seek for some advice, they are joining some pump and dump groups or crypto signal groups that where they promise them getting rich quick, right? So most of the traders are actually treating the trading not like trading should be treated, but like some kind of a gambling marketplace instead of high probability trading marketplace, right? Then there is the second circle, and that's where free paradisers, including you, are, where you are basically getting insights on the context of the market, exclusive information in our free Telegram channels and in these videos, and you understand better the probabilities, and if you apply it with some great trading strategies and methodologies, you can make money. And then there is the smaller circle, and that's where ParadiseTeam VIPs are. That's the circle where you get a clear entry and exit targets from professional team of traders with guaranteed long-term profitable trading strategies and tactics that is based on detailed analysis of the market and following the big players that actually move the market. So as you can see, it's pretty much like a casino versus gamblers, right? Most of the people, 99.9% of people are gamblers, and only the minority actually owns the casino. They are playing with the edge and are the ones that from the long term can actually sustain profitability and make money consistently. In the real life it's also the same, right? Only like 3-4 people owns the casino and majority of people are just the gamblers. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to be the gambler. That's why I want to show you right now the crypto trading sentiment, and we will analyze the market thoroughly, deeply once again. So this is on our website mycryptoparadise.com. We share this with you for free. We basically have an AI on social media, major social media like Bitcoin Talk, Reddit, Twitter, and we are checking based on that the sentiment score. So right now the sentiment score itself doesn't tell you much, but when you take a look how the sentiment score behaves, and that's the orange line, together with the price of Bitcoin, then you can get much better insights into the market that can shape your trading decisions. So what we see right now is that the sentiment score is rising. That means from a fear, it raised to belief and almost even excitement. However, if you take a look at the white line, that's the Bitcoin price, the price is not following the excitement of the retail. So just by looking at this, it tells us that somebody is distributing on the buying liquidity from the retail. So majority buys, right, in the hope of higher prices, and the minority is distributing the Bitcoin on this buying liquidity. That's why the price is not following the sentiment. So who is creating this fear of missing out sentiment? Well, one of the most important social media for that is obviously Twitter. And as you can see, when I just click on home myself, all I see is just bullish posting from these big influencers. So Bitcoin dominance is dumping hard, get ready for an altcoin season, right? Some bullish news about Hong Kong. There is also, we have reported, not this news because that's not so important, but we have updated this news for you in our free Telegram channel. Japan eyes Bitcoin ETF approval and massive crypto tax cut. What's coming next, right? This is very bullish. It's ETF approval in Japan, but take a look at the price of Bitcoin. It basically doesn't follow the bullish news. Usually when there is lack of reaction from these kind of bullish news, it marks a reversal at the top. The same way if we are getting bearish news at the bottom and the Bitcoin price doesn't follow anymore, that's when it goes to the reversal on the bullish side, right? That's how we are catching the bottoms. That's how we knew that the bottom is at $19,000, etc. Not just because of this, obviously, but it just adds up to the probability that like something is off. You need to watch out, and based on that, adapt your trading strategies, right? So it's just about gathering as much data as you can from the market, and then you just adapt your trading strategies based on that, and that's how professional traders work. So let's go lower, let's try to find something. All right, another one, hidden bullish divergence. It's even not bullish divergence. Let's take a look at that, because if you take a look at the wicks of the price action together with the RSI dips, it's equal lows. There is no bullish divergence. Jesus. All right, so added back to longs. Yeah, you can just keep on going, and all you see is just bullish posting on Twitter. Carl Moon again, like we are going to the moon at the resistance. For some reason he thinks that we are going to the moon. Okay, we are going to break from this triangle. Yeah, so all you see is FOMO creation on the social media. The same thing is happening on Reddit. Most of the sentiment is on the bullish side, and the same thing is happening on Bitcoin Talk. So right now let's take a look at funding rates and open interest to get some great insight into what's going on. So what you can see right here is open interest, and this is the price of Bitcoin. As you can see, since the start of an impulse, the open interest been decreasing. During the crash, after we have called the top right here, the funding rates been rising, right? There was accumulation going on. What's however important to watch for is the slight change in movements. So as you can see, since the start of January, since the start of this year, we have got a sharp drop from open interest that is right now at the levels same as when Bitcoin was at around $58,000, ladies and gentlemen. So the funding rates decreased that much, but the price didn't follow. The price is still this high. What does it mean and how we can use this information will only be clear when we actually analyze it together with funding rates. And I will show you accumulated funding rates and also current funding rates. So the accumulated funding rates from the previous 30 days, as you can see, are extremely positive. What does it mean? From the previous 30 days, there was extremely more long positions opened than short positions, mostly on Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what interests us most anyway. What does it mean? It means that loads of long positions are floating in the market, okay? Then if I shift towards funding rates at the current price from today or day before, you can see that the funding rates are actually quite negative. So what does it mean? Is that the shorts are paying premium. But are the shorts paying premium because there is more short positions with extreme high leverage opened in the previous days? Well, if that would be the case, the open interest would not be crashing that much, right? If new short positions would be opened, the funding rate would pretty much stay the same. But that's not the case. So why is the funding rates negative? Is clearly because of the reason that old long positions are being closed without new short positions being opened. So for the whales that have been accumulating on spot exchanges, this is actually a great spot to be taking profits at small supports where there is some kind of a demand zone, right? They can actually use this liquidity to offload float their bags. That's also the reason why you see the sentiment to rise without the price to follow. Somebody is distributing, and right now you understand who is. Together with that, you understand there is loads of floating long positions that are still in the market from the previous 30 days that have been opened. And this, without having over leveraged short positions in the market, is basically creating a smooth ride to the downside for the price of Bitcoin. Why? Because without over leveraged short positions in the market, there is no friction. Because if you have over leveraged short positions in the market, they will have some take profits here, 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 right? So once you hit this take profit and the short position is closed, it will automatically create a long position, and basically it will be hard for the price to move down. But right now we understand there is no over leverage short positions, so if we crash below this support zone, the crash will be very smooth. We will get back to this price action. I also want to share with you the liquidation heat map. As you can see, the old long positions have their liquidation levels right here and right here. It's around $44,000. There is loads of liquidity down here, and the long positions that don't want to be catched in the long squeeze price action, they are closing right now, and that's also why you see the negative current funding rates. We understand the negative funding rates are not because of new short positions are being opened, it's being created because old long positions are being closed, because we understand the open interest is decreasing. All right, back to price action, ladies and gentlemen. Very quickly through the ultra high time frame perspective, you already know about this. I've been explaining this many times. This is the end of the impulse 1 2 3 4 5, right? Elliott wave theory, you are absolute an expert of this if you are watching these videos and if you are reading our MCP University blogs as well. So the impulse was finished with the fifth wave being created by ending diagonal. You know that we have predicted every single movement there, and it was a great money making time for us in Paradise Family VIP. And because the ending diagonal already finished and we have been analyzing that on the lower time frames, we know that right now we are already in the first A wave of a zigzag, and the C wave will then take us towards $44,000. So A, B, C, A wave should finish at around $77,000 and the C wave should finish at around $44,000. We already have this bearish cross on RSI. We have this bearish divergence where you can see the highs made higher high, but the indicator didn't follow, right? We have made lower high together with this bearish cross. This is a great confirmation. On MACD oscillator, we have also bearish cross, and we are starting a new bearish momentum. All right, let's zoom in to this price action right here, and let's go to our high time frame chart on a daily. So what happened just recently is very simple. We have retested this moving average trend line. We are right now getting back to the resistance that previously worked as a support. As you can see, we have a huge shooting star right here. This candlestick pattern is very bearish, and usually at tops we can see these kind of shooting star patterns as we have seen right here, and that's also why we have closed all of the long positions right here. As you remember, with Paradise Family VIPs, we have closed all our long positions right here, and right here after we confirmed the fifth truncated wave, we have sold absolutely everything, and we have created first batch of short positions, and right now we are below the moving average trend line, and that means a change of trend from bullish to bearish. Ladies and gentlemen, from a medium time frame perspective, you know that we are analyzing the price action of this third wave, right? Because we have been already on high time frame understanding that we are in the first A wave, and the A wave of a zigzag is an actioner wave, right? Actioner wave, and most of the times it's an impulse, sometimes leading diagonal, but I believe this is going to be an impulse. So impulse is created by 5 subwaves, 1 2 3 4 5, right? I believe that we have already created first wave. We have completed the second wave by creating the flat 1 2 3, right? That was the corrective pattern. So the second wave is, in my opinion, finished already, and right now we are starting the third wave, and the third wave is always an impulse, right? And it's also subdivided into 5 smaller waves, and I do believe that we have finished the second wave, and right now we are about to have a start of a third wave that will take us towards $77,000. So let's zoom in into this price action on the medium time frame impulse. So from the current perspective, we can see that we are getting rejected from our 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level just below the previous local high. That means that we are creating lower high price action. Here we have the stop loss at the latest short positions with ParadiseTeam VIP, so we are pretty safe. It got rejected exactly from the Fibonacci retracement level that I have basically calculated by analyzing this price action. So from an impulse perspective, I believe the second wave, just because of this understanding, is finished. For a confirmation, we are waiting for breaking below this low that will confirm it for 100%, but right now it seems like we are about to start the third wave from this medium time frame impulse that will take us towards $85,000. So might look something like this. Let me chart it one more time. Well, the fifth wave actually can be truncated, so this is not a clear price action, but you know what I mean, right? I believe right now we are starting the third impulsive wave from this medium time frame impulse. We are already below the moving average trend line right here, so we are confirming this bearish trend on medium time frame as well. Together with that, we have a bearish divergence. As you can see, we are creating lower highs, but the RSI indicator is making higher highs. This is a clear bearish divergence, and it is actually the one that is hidden from the public eye. Lower high on the price but higher high on the indicator. That just adds up to the probabilities that this is the third wave and we might break below the previous low and confirm that. Also, we can see on the volume spectrum that we are with this candle that broke below the orange moving average trend line above average. From the volume perspective, as you can see, this volume candle went above the average blue trend line, so this is a strong selling pressure, ladies and gentlemen, and really confirms the kind of bias that whales are distributing here on the bullish sentiment and exploiting the bullish buying liquidity at around support zones, right? Let's zoom in even closer to our ultra lower time frame chart, and we can see that this is the arrow from the previous video. We do expect that this support will be broken to the downside. This is, let me chart for you the waves. This is the first wave that was finished right here. I might have the previous video somewhere. Yeah, so we have been expecting that the first wave will actually end up at around $93,000. As you can see, the first wave stopped at around $94,000, all right? And then we expected that the second wave will retest this resistance, and I believe that this was the retest we have been counting with, and right now we are about to start the third wave, right? And the third wave, I believe, might take us towards $85,000. Let me show you what I mean. It's 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level. Very important Fibonacci retracement level, ladies and gentlemen. So a perfect situation for where the impulse from medium time frame perspective, the medium time frame impulse could end. Yeah, we have the third wave, the biggest one, which is important guideline for the third waves, and the whole impulse will be finishing at 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level. Just seems reasonable. Let's see how we react at the support right here. Obviously we are not buying here, obviously we are not creating another short positions right here, because anyway we are at support. That's just nonsense, right? We are comfortable in our short positions and we are looking for to make money on the next big move. Once the confirmations are again increasingly bearish, that we for example break this support and we have a retest, we will increase our short positions strategically. That's how professional traders work. Ladies and gentlemen, this is everything from me right now. I will see you again on Thursday. You don't need to, but if you didn't completely hate this video, smash the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends and family if you want them to get better in trading, and I will see you next time. Cheers.